Alright guys, we got a weigh-in, and this just came. This is a really nice scale. Really nice. It is all steel. I posted a picture up on Twitter, but here we go again. All nice cold steel. And this is cool. This is the little digital panel, and it plugs in, so I don't have to use a bunch of batteries for it anymore, which is good because trying to find AA batteries in 2013 around the house is not so easy. So anyways, this is a little surprising. I did this once before, so I know the results. But you guys get to see. Kind of stand still here. Let's see this have been done. What's up, guys? Wet Breasts. And got the new weigh-in going. Got a little bit early today. That's 4:25 right now. So it'll be 7. So we're a little ahead of schedule here. But I just couldn't wait to try it out. The one I have recorded that you just watched, that was the third try. I had done it once before, and where it stayed perfectly still, and that was at 62.6 pounds, or 602.6 pounds, which obviously is a little bit higher than I was anticipating. Clearly, the two-scale method was not working at all. I'm not too surprised by that. I didn't really think it was working. The way that it fluctuated so much when it was moved from different, closer together, separated, was kind of a clear indicator that that was not working out as it should have been. I got a lot of work to do, obviously, but that's also not a surprise. I knew I had a lot of work to do. Now it's just, I still got about 400 pounds to lose, which is a ridiculous amount, but, little by little it'll come off. It's more of a, waiting game than anything else. I need to cut back a little more. My short-term goal is cutting down some of the carbs. My calories are low, which is good, but it's not all the right type of calories. A lot of time, it's still carb heavy, especially on days when I have 2 carb meals. Like I might have Subway for lunch, and then suddenly turn around and have, burgers for dinner, or even turkey burgers or stuff like that, or whole wheat pasta. That's too many carbs in a day. So my goal right now is to make sure that I only have one meal that's carb heavy, or one meal that has bread as its background, and that'll be the early meal. When I have plenty of time to burn it off before I do any working out, and then the late meal, I'll try and have more meat and potatoes or meat and vegetable type meal that has a lot of protein in it. If I combine that with the Quest bars, which thank God I'm going to have a lot of, I really appreciate everything that Quest has done for me and everything that the Mist has done for me. But now I'll have those Quest bars, I'll be able to, keep protein every night. I'll be able, for my snack, to have a protein bar, so that'll up the protein a little bit. I've also got the powders, and I'm going to have those after workouts. I'm upping the workouts quite a bit now that I have good motivation to do that. I can actually see the pounds coming off, so it'll be easier. Like someone said in the thread, it'll be easier to see the short-term goals and be like, all right, well, this week I'm going to try and shed this many pounds, and I'll just be able to stick towards that. And as for the weigh-ins, those are going to come every 2 weeks. So today is the 4th. That means 18th. The 18th of November will be my next weigh-in. That'll be posted on Twitter and, of course, right here at YouTube. I'll do a video weigh-in every 2 weeks for that, so that way I'll have time to keep pulling those pounds off. I'm hoping it'll be steady and quick. I hope I didn't start too late weighing in to where I'm going to plateau or anything like that. That would be discouraging. It's not something I want. So I'm going to work really hard to shed these pounds, especially since I have so many to go still. It's a long journey. It's been, I think, 170 days, I want to say. Not 100% sure on that, but I know I'm 155 days or so in a row on MyFitnessPal. For you guys who have been following me there, you'll probably see the notification there. But, just maintaining making some additional cuts, trying to get a little more active, and being able to actually monitor my weight. This scale is really nice. It's all steel construction, has the 30-year slash lifetime warranty, which I guess they anticipate you living 30 years, which if they saw me and my weight, they probably would shorten that to 10-year, but I'm glad they don't see that before they issue the warranty. But yeah, it's a nice warranty. They do the calibration if it needs it. Um, it's all steel construction. It's just really nice, and it doesn't work on battery, which is nice because for the other two scales I was using, I was having to look around the house for double A batteries, and they're not so easy to find in 2013 when everything has a USB plug. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and thank you guys so much for coming together and doing this. It means so much to me. And special shout out to all the donators and all the mods who got this together. I mean, that was really something, and that just means everything to me. It's going to help me so much in the coming days and the coming years that I have to work towards this. So, as you see me making progress and as you see this happening, know that you have a huge hand in it. And I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for that. I had no interest in, cutting or anything. My only interest when I made this thread originally was basically trolling, getting a reaction. I was pissed off about getting an infraction on the forum for not using a real picture, and that was like my revenge, I guess you could say. And who says trolling on the internet doesn't pay off? Because look at this. I mean, my life literally was saved from trolling on the internet. And I think that might be the first time that's ever happened on the internet. I'm not sure, but it's got to be rare if it's not the first time. So, it's a really interesting story, a really interesting journey, and I hope it's been as fun for you guys as it is for me. And I hope it continues to be fun because, it's long term. We're going to be here a while, so get used to the space. Alright, well, Brett's out.